What's the deal, gang? How we doing? How we doing? Can I get a how you doing? Uh, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah. That full TP from earlier would have been tight. For anyone held. What's up, everybody? How we doing? Everyone made it through the morning, all right? Anyone overtrade? Anyone getting evicted? Hmm. We need some fee. No, we just need a W. Uh-oh. How can I help you, Lily? That's cool. You gave me a pound? Love you. What'd you get earlier? We have positions for news. Photo news. Yes. Hold on, let it fill up. Chat, while we're filling up here, drop a like, sub to the channel. If you had your notifications on, well, if you don't have them on, turn them on. But if you had them on this morning, you would have been notified that we had a stream. Cells, that's from this morning. Hold on a second. Right? Because we seldom ever stream New York. But since the man himself was busy and he practically begged me to cover for him. He flew out to Miami. He didn't send his people. It wasn't like his people came to see my people and then no, he flew out to Miami and practically begged me to host this morning's stream because how else were we gonna get through it? Telling you. Nah, we had his blessing. He said, "Yeah, please host the stream." Do it. You should. He said you should do it. That was his exact words. You should do it. All right. Super efficient. Yeah, we were. I think I was there for like an hour and 20. I had to go. W to whoever took those cells as we were leaving, as I spoke about right as we were leaving the stream. Whenever you sub, we close out New York in record time. Yeah, because we don't spend an hour and a half playing Wordle, we were all the Wordle games. Nice. All right, let's get into a breakdown. Daily closed bearish. Respecting. If we are to come up, we'll need to break. We'll either need to flip on a daily, or tomorrow's candle will need to break the slow to grab some orders. So, where can we look for sells to come down and have that daily flip? 4 hour. This was a strong rejection on a daily. 2 hour, 1 hour. Ooh, 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 ooh. 80. Okay. Get down to the 1 hour. Let's be a little more clear here. Okay. Solid level. Yes. Okay, so this is what I'm looking for. I've kind of checked out the smaller time frame, but this is our range. We have a strong range. We have a strong range right here that we seem to just drive through every time we get there. So idea is to reject off of 74.4 here with a top wick and come back down. Whether we break these lows here, I don't know, but the idea is to reject off this area and come down. So we're gonna look for resistance to form at 74. We might even look for a tap to that area to come down. It's a solid area on the hourly. Look, every time we tap the highs here, and we have this. This would be a good area to top out for the daily, right? That would be the body high of the previous day. Body high. Some shit only Wicks would say. The body high of this daily candle was caused by some of these fucking edibles it took. That's word. That's that cryptochronic kind of like body high. But yeah, the top of the body of the previous candle. You freaks. You guys see that right there? That's the area we want rejections to continue down. That would be solid. If not, we are looking for rejection somewhere here, which is a good area here with 78.91. I'll look for sells there as well. Now, sometimes as you come up here, right, as you start forming candles that go up, right, sometimes when they form, they give you an indication that they're going to reject beforehand, right, that they're going to hit some kind of minor resistance. And on the higher time frame, they give you an indication that they've grabbed orders, they've come down, they've grabbed wicks. And if you know that they're going to fill this area, sometimes you can take advantage of candles, right, that'll do that. Oh, come on. Yo, I literally fucking hate the new Zoom annotations. Anyway, if they give you indications that they're doing that, you can start looking for buys to fill the range if you have enough range here, and maybe start looking to manage risk here. So that happens once in a while. So if we notice it, the key is to realize it's happening as it's happening, right? Sometimes we'll notice it, and we'll look for those positions as well. So we'll be looking for a sell, but we'll end up taking a buy, or we'll be looking for a buy and we'll end up taking a sell. It happens quite often. Okay, so let's mark these areas off. What, you're going to bed? No? What did you want? You want a hug? Hold on a second, chat. Yeah, that was the baby. She's not that much of a baby anymore. She's 4, but excuse me, but to me she's the baby. She's the baby of the team. I also want to point out this area here to the left. Right here. That we seem to fill every time we get in there, even if it's for a rejection, right? Like right here. We seem to fill that area all the time once we get in there. So I will look for sells here at 74, 75 areas. But I'll have the understanding that if we do get closures on the hourly or the 4-hour up into this area, up into this range above 75, above 74, 74.5, there's buying opportunity to 78. There's about 40 pips of buying opportunity. So I'll have that in mind. Right, as we start coming up here. You want to reject off this area. You don't want the hourlies closing like this. Because then you're just, the game will be bottom wick here. And you're looking for entries to fill the range before it starts doing whatever it wants, playing around here or whatever. Coming down, trickle down, do whatever it wants to. But the idea is to really zone in on this area. All right, this is where we'll lock it in. Now, as for buys, we've been discussing sells this whole time. As for buys. So here, okay. Sometimes you're like, all right, we found a support right here at 1860, 1868.3. Price gets back there, that's support. Not really the case, especially if we end up coming down today. Look at the daily. If we come down and flip with this top wick here, we're driving down to the bottom of the range, 1860s. So, and if our theory is correct that every time you hit a support, more often, the higher the chances of it breaking. Same with resistance, right? You bang on a wall long enough, eventually it'll fucking crack, it'll break. So, same idea. If it comes back down here, it's really likely to break. So, I'm not looking for buys. You could have been looking for the buys here at 1868 on the initial tap here. But after this initial tap, you would really need a support to form here. So you would need to come down here, close bullish on the higher time frame, already have wicks to the downside coming back up in range. And once you get these bullish closures, then you can start looking for positions up. But until then, it's highly likely this breaks. So until these supports are held at 1868.3, I'm looking for the market to come down and fill this range down. So your next likely area where the market tends to drive from, if we look left, seems to be right here, right here. Let's see if it falls in line with any level across here, right? This is a good level. Yes. So these are both good areas. Personally, I like this one. And the reason I like that spot, the lower spot better, is because over here it would be a resistance, but over here it's a support even on this move. This move was coming down like we are right now, and this is where it found support, right? And now this move was coming up, and in there, if it was this area, this is a resistance. While it is a support here, it's a resistance here. So in both cases here, this is a support. This is a strong area to push up from. So I think we'll stick to 1861.35 here. And as of right now, we're gonna look. This is our next area to look for buys. This might have. Honestly, this most likely won't get there tonight. We won't get to 1860. We're 100 pips away right now, with an hour and a half to go. So we're not gonna get here tonight, but maybe London or New York. Whenever you get there, solid area. This breakdown, this area, this level is, it'll still be valid and a solid area to look for buys. Right, and right now 1868 is the next area for buys, but we're not going to lock in on it unless we get closures right at this spot, right above it, respecting it. For now, our next opportunity sells at 1874.5. I don't think we should come down now. I think we're going to continue up. It's just 5 making a bottom wick here, but we should technically continue up. Everything's closed above on the higher time frames. Let's see how this 30 closes. This will be interesting because now if the 30, if we're expecting sells at 74, remember I said you can take buys heading up there depending on how you close. Now, look at all these rejection wicks to the left here. All of this, right? All of this here. Right? All of that to go up. Now, if we can close above this previous support here, because right now it's going to establish resistance. It's closed below here, right? But if we can close above it, whoops. If we can close above it, like this, then we can say that we are seeing the motion play out on the smaller time frame, right? Coming back into range here. And then you're waiting for a bottom wick in this area to break the previous candle low. And once it does that, that's your position. That's what you're looking for an entry right here. So let's see if we can close above this area. Right? This is what we're looking for. We can close above there in the next 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes. And then we can possibly take advantage about 36 pips. Let's pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. Oh, what? What are you talking about, Oscar? Alright. Yeah, everybody understood what we just spoke about? Awesome. Uh-oh, we got more people in the Zooms. How you doing? Go eat some fruit. You see? Put a plate of raspberries over there for you. Strawberries, blueberries. Go eat. You know what? All chilled vibes today, yes sir. Yes, sir, waiting on this 30 to close. All right, less than a minute here. If the first thing we do is break 1875.48, well, we need to still close above, by the way. We might not. Close above here. Yeah, I guess it barely closed above. But you need a bottom wick. No bottom wick, no cigar. Should I put a buy limit or buy stop? What's the difference? You should not do a damn thing at the moment. You need to chill out and enjoy the show until you understand the show. Till you get your invitation to participate. I'm not saying that to be offensive. I'm just saying that, like, in the long term, if you think about it from somebody from perspective experience, like, it's really good advice. Don't take any positions without knowing what you're doing. And if you know what you're doing, then you would have a plan. But before you would have a plan, you would need to understand the basic Forex. It's not even lingo. Those are just understand concepts. Buy limit and buy stop. Those are concepts, not just lingo. Limit orders, stop orders. Like, if that's where you are, you shouldn't be looking to go enter a position. You should be looking to really pay attention for the next 3 to 4 months and concentrate. Like, what's up? Yeah, I'm looking, but we don't. Okay, so at this point, you can go down to the smaller time frame and see what's happening, right? If you're not sure here on the 30, because first of all, did it close above? Did it not? You know, can't overturn. It closed above barely. You know, the evidence is inconclusive. But if you're unsure of if it's gonna drive up, and here's the thing, it already made a top wick before it's coming down here. Drop down to the small time frame, realize we're heading back in range. We held the 5-minute, the smaller time frame. So you would need more candles now to give us an idea of what it's going to do here. Sorry, chat. They're pulling me in all directions. I'm in demand. What can I tell you? Look at this. Say hi. Look, this is what's been going on for the last 15 minutes. She's just been tapping. All right. I got. She's got partner in crime. Where you at? Come here. Wave. Come wave. All right, chat. I gotta go get them some some bedtime candy or cookie with, I don't know, and what did you want? Give me a second. BRB. So we got 19 minutes here, 19 and a half minutes, under 20 minutes to go in the 4-hour close. And wouldn't it be sweet if the next 4-hour can open up with a bottom wick straight down? I mean, it's not going to happen. It's not going to drive straight down here 30 pips, but it'll come down on the hourly in the course of the next hour, hour and a half. And if it does break the previous 1-hour low without making a top wick, this is what we're looking for pre-London, or for the rest of Asian before pre-London. Entries on the break of the previous 4-hour. But it must give you part 1, which is this bottom wick before anything, any bullish move. $20 minutes here. Oh, we are gonna flip. We are gonna flip. It's 30. Some nice liquidity. Well, is it a bottom wick for the 30? Top wick for the 5? What are we doing? Oh, it's only 4 pips. Taking a long time here. But you guys can relax. We're not gonna do anything. I won't have any entries. No, even if we flip and drive up, there's no entries here until the 4-hour close. We're waiting the next 17 minutes here. For leverage on likes to viewers right now in the YouTube business. We like to see a 101 at least, yo, at least. Here's my blessings. What day is it today? Oh man, know the deal. Know the deal. You gonna miss the buy again? I'm not missing nothing. It's the last 15 of this 4-hour. That's not my position to take. If I was taking it, I would have taken it way sooner on the rebreak of the slow and before this little top wick here is formed. If it wants to drive now, it can be my guest. Welcome to the drive. I mean, it formed eventually like you wanted to, right? But it didn't. I mean, it ended up like you wanted to, but it didn't start off like you wanted to form. What's the 5s closing below? No top wick, no bottom wick. I don't know. I don't know. Whee! There it goes. Yeah. Was that like 6 pips? Lion! This thing needs to slow down. Oh, almost 10. Not bad. Right? This would have been your entry, right, on the break. You're looking at like 9 pips at least right now. Yeah, maybe by the 4-hour close, it'll get up there. 15 minutes left here. I'm not doing anything for the next 15 minutes. And it might drive up there, and if it does do that, we will look for sells at 74. And worst case, 78. The body, well, you need to close, so that would be the body, right? The body is the closure. And like, that's what it did here, and we understood that positions really want to be taken at this area, not here on the flip. This is your advantage point. And it's doing what we typically say it would. And if this wasn't a 4-hour closure, but a regular hourly closure, I would have took this buy here, but not on the 4-hour closure. For the body and candle, have to close above. We just read that. Well, I just broke down what kind of buy I was looking at, and it would be at the wrong time and at a different place. Hooked on your gear wicks. What fucking gear? I also don't think this is the drive. Like, it can come up, but like, the reason I don't think it's the drive because it's the 4-hour close. Like, yeah, this is the flip. We're gonna fill this range, but I don't think it's the eventual drive up because the next 4-hour needs a bottom wick. Damn. A deal here with bars. Straight bars. $30-minute fake out. Sell at 1871. Not at this point. We're clearly driving up. Especially after this 30 bottom wick. I know. He got you today, Green. Beat you to it. Oh. No, what the fuck? Yeah, next 10 minutes might fill the range. Might. But if it doesn't, we're going to look to fill that range. Right? Because the hourly is now is going to close into that range. So if we get bottom wicks on the hourly, we can look for positions there. Until then, pretty much gonzo. Looking for sells? No, we were looking for buys 274 from which point we were going to look for sells. Guys didn't like the stream. You know what? I haven't even liked the stream yet. I'm gonna like the stream right now. That's crazy. I always forget. Growing up quick. I remember the 12K subs. Hey, love you too. Hey Wix, let's make my hospital ward annoyed at me again. Give me some funky sounds. I got you right now. You make me smile when I'm in drawdown. Well, then you must be crying the majority of my stream. What fucking drawdown did you talk about? You must have had like only 16 happy days. Bringing that mentality over here. Sitting in a buy from 1880. Honestly, if you have tons of leverage, let it rock. You're gonna come back up there on the higher time frame. It's gonna you will get back there. Yeah. Because I mean, war is not stopping tomorrow. I mean, overall, there's a lot of bullish sentiment. I think we'll have to re-break the current highs that we've made before we make a decision on if we're going to continue down or up, or continue up or down. last 5 of this 4 hour. What we might see is no bottom wick. What's highly likely to happen at the 4-hour close, the 4-hour volume, the close volume here is going to come in and take this straight up. And as it does that, we're looking for sells right here. So be ready. We might not see a bottom wick here for any kind of entry to drive up. We might most likely drive straight up off the rip here to create a top wick for the next 4 hour. The next 4 hour might close strongly bullish, but not before it creates a rejection at 74, 75 area here. It's weird to see wicks not smoke on stream. I smoke right before I hop on here. All good. Did the damn thing already. Two minutes. Dos. That was the longest 17 minutes ever. Ever. Sound like a Valley white girl. Ever. Why they gotta sing the last 2 letters of every word? I was gonna do it, but I held myself. I'm not gonna do it. Cause I be doing that shit too. It'll sound like me. Straight top. All right, here we go. We drive straight up off the 4 hour. No top wick. Huh. On the 4 hour, on the hourly. Well, it's nothing at this moment. Right now, we still have to wait. It's an ugly weight. It's an ugly indication of a weight. Well, all this says is just like, hey, not this candle. We're gonna wait for it to untap 74, 75 areas. Come on, fucking drive up already. What the fuck's up with this 4-hour candle? You are a true supporter, Luke. Quite a few of you. Appreciate every single one of you for coming out day in and day out, night in, night out, and supporting. Value over here. Yeah, a lot of value in the Asian session, just like New York session. I mean, this is the wind down session, right? I don't go ratchet here like I get a chance to do in New York stream. Well, first of all, that one's not my stream, and I get to kind of relax over there. But over here, we really kind of, zone in and have a pretty good discussion. Plus, the chat speed over here is on another level. When would you know it's time to up your lot size? just comfort level. There's times where I just, I put more risk into a trade. It's all about your comfort. Yeah, not many of those are R monsters. I think over time, just people got the point, like that it's a flawed argument. Any RR argument is a flawed argument. You played Dota? No. Ready, close partials and empty 5. Right click your trade, market execution. Change the lot size to whatever you want to change it to, and then close. How long would this take? I don't know. I mean, I'll complain to the chef, right? You're not ordering anything here. You're taking orders. So it's going to take as long as it needs to take. Yeah, Luke, there's a chance we could drive up slowly, but then you have a really solid area for sells at 74, 75. You in position? No. I'm waiting for 74.5. I need another 20 pips here. Another 20 pips up, and I'll take a sell. I have no idea what the fuck's going on in the chat. Last 4 hour, what does it mean? It means no range. Can't take a buy in that situation. Also can't take a sell because it's not my sell area yet. What we can do is look for buys. Let's see how we close on this 15 first, because this 15 might close with no bottom wick, and if that happens, we're gonna look for a bottom wick to, like, we might get something similar. Look what's printed here before, like this. Right, we might come down here, get this 15 closing with no bottom wick or a really small one, and then bottom wick on the next candle somewhere at this area. We can look for buys to fill the range. Over here it filled most of the range after grabbing this, but the thing here was market was on its way down. On its way up, it should fill the range to the top here. You see the previous hourly and 4 hour didn't have a top wick, but the thing is you've now created that top wick, created some range above here. So now as you drive up, you should have momentum to take you past here, there. Did you trade the news earlier? There's a bear shit in the woods. Laptop doesn't show network settings. Ooh, 15, no bottom wick. Can we wick down? Nope, we might just flip on the 30. Or we can wick down on the 15. Which will it be? The hourly flip? Game over. Why is it game over? We're going to drive up to the top of the range right now and look for sells. someone's like, "Oh, word." You gotta tell me twice. Bye, 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 bye. Not a bad idea. Oh, we reflipped here. The thing is, it could just be a top wick for the 15, but this is the hourly flip, huh? Let's see. It should pop. Either up or down, but it should pop. See, that's what happened. 4 hour didn't have a top wick. 15 created one for it. Now you're filling it. The thing is, I don't know. This is so early into the 15 that this might just be a top wick for the 15 to continue down. Right, so this is why it's really hard to take the 30 and the 1 hour flip here. We're right in the middle of a range with the previous hourly no top wick. This is why when the previous hourly closed, I understand the nuances and intricacies going into the position actually forming now at this point. That's why this gets really difficult. Gonna float down. Or is the hourly gonna drive up? Which one is it? God, get it on the floor. Oy vey. What is this strategy? Gotta be higher, huh? Chat needs to be patient. Here, relax, chat. We got 5 minutes for this 30 close. Let's just see what happens. Enjoy the music. Enjoy the music. Give me a sec. gone nowhere. Good. Or not good. Yeah, chat, drop a like, sub to the channel. Had a nice W this morning. Let's see if we could take advantage of this Asian session. $15 bullish, no bottom wick. Closing bearish here on the 30. It's closing bearish above this area. Oh, or not. So much for that. Let's see how we close. No, we closed below it. Yeah, we closed below the 30 resistance here, so it's kind of back in range, right? Wouldn't be surprised if it makes the top wick and comes down. It's just not optimal entries. I would rather see this drive up. And not flip. Oh, that was good. Good job, but it most likely will. What the fuck was that? I seen that? Wasn't too bad. It looked bigger than it is. 8 pips. 8 pip jump. Wish I had a lazy boy instead of a computer chair. I'd be parallel to the ground half the time. So this is good now. If we can break the highs and come up. Because now we have a bottom wick here. The hourly's broke. Rebroke its own low. Grab some more orders. Oh, broke the 15 low. Yeah, the 4 hour will re-break its own high here. Yeah, there's nothing wrong taking buys here. It's also a solid position. Can't hold it against you. I'm just more locked in on sells at 74.5. Alright. 5 grabbed orders. Support, bottom wick forming. We closed above here, we would have probably already drove up and broke the highs. 30 closed back in range. So can't take buys on this 30. What's interesting is the 5 started dropping here right off the bat. Which makes me think this could be a bottom wick for this 5. We'll see. Celery. 30 flip, broke the lows. We're fucking watching the 1 minute. Where's GJ Wicks? And
ain't nobody got time for that.
all right, 1 minute left in this 1 minute candle, chat. Thirty re-breaking the lows here, or not? Almost. 20 minutes left in it. There it goes. Did it re-break? Yes, it did. Hold on, chat. Close with this 15-minute bottom wick. I'm happy. I'm not taking any entries here. Yo, yo, yo. Well, the streams love you too. Thank you for coming through. Aftermarket could only set up the way we need. Such a sad song. I mean, we could fill it up with just banter if you guys want. Um, I'm, I don't know what it is. I've been so tired. All this house nonsense, the roof moving. I don't know. I've been really tired this whole week. Oh, he's back, Mr. FX. Old age kicking in? No, I'm just like this whole week. I'm worn out. You add in 3 kids in the middle of that. I mean, it's cool. It's a lot of fun, but I get tired. Yeah, you know what? Old age is kicking in. Age is just a state of mind, all right? Right now, my state of mind is sleepy, not old. Very simple. You heading off on the hour? Not necessarily. I'm going to see how this hourly closes. Might close with no bottom wick, in which case we'll look for buys off of this support here. Right on the 30, this is a nice buy area. And if we close with a bottom wick, but below everything on the hourly, below everything, I mean below 1871.26 here, then I'll look for a top wick on the next candle, and maybe we can get some sells down 1868. Okay, because a bearish candle here will establish its own range, a new range, right? A bearish candle here then lets us know that now we have a support, we have a resistance, and we need to fill the range as long as we get a closure below here. Otherwise, we are stuck in this little mini range with more candles needing to print to let us know what we're going to do. Head up, or head down. Make sure you're taking away lessons. Don't just show up here and sit, oh, wait on me to take a position. Figure out why not. Take your own position. See if it, like, you guys get into that routine, right? Where you just start depending on something and you just sit there and it becomes routine. Instead of getting better yourself, or instead of helping yourself or bettering yourself, it becomes routine because simple things just are easy to repeat. So people just make that routine, right? Don't live the same day 365 times and call it a year, right? It's like that saying, don't live the same year 75 times and call it a life, right? Make sure it's always different. It's always getting better. There's some improvement. I don't know about all that, but pretty soon I'll be calling it a day. I feel you on that, Falcon. Plan on visiting any country soon? I'm in a country. Yeah, I'll plan on going to Europe, I believe in February. I think we should be in London in February, and then I might hit up some other countries. More minutes here. 4:20 left. Let's see how we close. Maybe we'll be blessed enough to not have a bottom wick on this closure. Dear Forex baby Jesus, won't you please bless us with a bearish 1 hour candle down to 1871.263. And would you really show your true power by having it close with no bottom wick and a bottom wick on the very following candle down to maybe 1870.5. Amen. I was gonna trade the news, but then CPI. I set up my buy stops and sell stops. And I know why. Because CPI. Because CPI. Because CPI. What we doing here? What we doing, gold? 2 minutes. Yes, Czar the Great. There were times like that, and I made no use of them. I had no idea what they meant. It was just random trading. No lessons. Wow. Wow, we are. What a rejection. Hey, TBRM. No R word in the chat, please. Frowned upon in the Googles, in the internets. Yeah, in the Google spheres. Sell off the rip full margin? What? Crazy, man. I don't know. We respected this support right here. I think if we come down, break the lows of this previous hourly, I might look for buys. Let's see. Do you sometimes leave trades overnight? I never leave trades running where I have to manage risk. The only times I'll ever leave a computer and leave my trade running is when I've managed risk and secured profits and the trades at break even and stops are break even and it's house money. Otherwise, no, I'll manage it. I'll sit there and I'll look at it and I'll manage it. And that's how I'll treat it. Latest System Pro, appreciate you for coming through. Yeah, when I have no risk on the table, I can leave and go to sleep when it's house money and I've set a runner TP and let it go. Can you elaborate on pineapples? Sure. They're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. They're all together ooky. Pineapple family. Man, Wix is don't. Yo, it's 10 p.m. It's past my bedtime, chat. Let me tell you something. You would love to. Never mind. How many times you blow up your account? Many. Is it as many times I blow my nose? Hey man, what you do with your nose is between you and that nose. I don't think the nose would want you to tell what happens between you guys. Yo, what are we doing here? Come on, 1 hour. Let me know. Was waiting for the second half of the joke. Here's the thing. This a lot of the material on this stream is not really transitional. So we might get back to it later on. You'll be like, oh, now I get it. Oh. So much for breaking the lows of the previous 1 hour. How do you tell people your occupation? I mean, I typically say janitor first and then see if they take me seriously. So, like, we'll be out with, like, my wife's friends and be like, well, most of them know what I do now, right? Because, like, they'll come over and they'll be like, well, where's your husband? And he's working there, like, 8 p.m., 9 p.m. He's working. Yeah. She's talking about me, like when it's somebody new or we just meet, I usually say I'm a janitor, and then see what kind of reaction I get. They either realize I'm joking or they go along with it. At which point we can carry that joke on for months until next time we see them. And then when I see them, I'd be like, just got transferred to a new school, and boy, are them hallways long. Just keep that joke going for years. Have somebody damn. Somebody thought they knew you, and after all this time, you ever really know a person? I don't think so. Any advice to leave the 9 to 5 to trade full time? Yes, become profitable before leaving the 9 to 5. No, I'm sorry. Become profitable and then stay profitable for a year before leaving the 9 to 5. Liquidity, a place in the market where a lot of orders are stored for safety. So you get there, stored for you. Once you get it, you take it and drive. And then you got this liquidity, right? You need a liquidity grab. You go to the fridge, you get a bottle of water, and you fucking grab some liquidity. I mean, I don't know what kind of liquidity you're looking for. But you typically identify those areas on the higher time frame, because the higher time frame rejection areas and the areas beyond them is going to be reflected very nicely on the 30s, on the 15s, on the smaller time frames. because you'll fill the smaller time frame ranges. It's really difficult to explain. You make killing in the markets before they make it to work. What? Oh, when people ask me? Yeah. Okay, here we go. There's that flip. Remember we spoke about these candles creating top wicks, but can we drive up now? Or can we get a strong bullish 30 close? Then you can look for a bottom wick and to fill the range up. Thing is, our session's over, but I was not expecting to range here. Once we broke into this above 1871, was very determined here to get to this area. Might still drive here now. Gold no liquidity. Well, you wanted to come down to 71 flat here at least before coming up. That's where you have your best advantage. And for sells, your best advantage is 1874, 75 even. Your buys are on 71 flat? Oh, you have a buy limit. Okay. Okay. Be careful though, because depending on how it don't just leave it. You might get a bearish closure on the next 15. Top wick comes straight down to 1868. All right, some volume. Or a little bit of volume. Volumito. Some volumito. Yo, which one of you is calling me right now? Oh, you're already in there? W. W, W, W. Oh, again? Yeah, I'm going to be here for another 10 minutes. See if we can drive up to 74 here. I'm almost success trader. 16 USD become 83 USD. I did mistake entering position when gold candlestick is being very aggressive. Even the candle is jumping. Yo, you got jumped by an aggressive gold can. Why are you scared? Fight back. Why are you scared for it? Got an 80% win rate. borderline honor roll, my friend. You're borderline honor roll material. You definitely made the Wix list, right? But honor roll material, I'm gonna need you to step that up a bit, maybe around 85. Took 70 trades today. Hall of Fame material. What? 70? Chat, we're going to see the Snowman's jersey retired in the rafters. Never to be used again. Seahawks with the fleece of the decade. And the Seahawks. Bobby Pips, that's a W. All right, close below. I mean, closed above. That's nice on the 15 here. Bit of a, well, not a bit. I need a steep bottom wick. Alright, coming up here, chat. If I take a position here on stream, unless it hits in like the first 10-15 minutes, probably won't sit through it. So make sure you're in our Discord server. So if anything's ever taken on stream and it's not sat through on stream, I'll do updates, and it won't be in the private, it'll be in the agent session. Oh yeah, DM me. If I didn't add you to the private, DM me. But overall, just trades here. If it's just taken here, I won't put it in the private. I'll put it for everyone to see. Unless it was taken with the private gang, then I'll do it. I'd do it in private session. The private session. Ooh. Broke down over there. Huh? It's not bad. Gonna pop now. Up it up. Bidding on a buy here, but I'm not gonna take it. Earlier in the session, I would. Those buys here, you would have survived everything. Look at that. In the beginning of the session, you would have never even been close. Would have been like at least 7-8 pips in profit on the pullback. Goes. Gold in an uptrend or downtrend? It depends on your perspective. You also don't want this to be the top wick on the next hourly, right? On this hourly, right? You did break the previous hourly highs though. And you're back up in range, so it makes sense. Long or short depends on the time frame. Depends. Depends on timing. And perspective. I mean, your perspective, that's everything in there. That's your timing, that's the candle formations, just what you see at the time. Top-down analysis is a must, exactly. And that's why I'm not letting all these smaller time frame movements and these ranges and really affect me. I'm waiting for my higher time frame levels. And I can make the argument that this was a good entry. Outside of that, I can't make an argument for anything else that's happened here. Market's printed in ways where I can more or less tell where it's going to go, you know, highly likely more than 50%, but I need like 85, 90% certainty. You know what I mean?
I don't throw darts at a board. I bet on sure things.
Sell will be nice, yes, but also realize it's going to be a 100 pip stop, because your stop then goes above the highs that have been created, the overall highs here. So if you do get sells over here, you're looking at roughly a 105 pip stop, 104 pip stops, and you have an opportunity for a pineapple at 78 here. there any confusion? Like, it's highly likely to tap this range. And there, like I said, there are situations where because of that, we can look to take buys up to there, as discussed when we did the analysis. But the issue here is the bearish 1 hour. It closed back in the recent range, not in the overall. It's still above the overall, but in the most recent. So you don't want this 1 hour to just flip. And I think the sells are a better trade when it comes to risk management. Sells at 74. Still below the 15. 5 minutes left here. 15, no bottom wick. We still come back down in range. No reason to second guess yourself, even if it's smaller time frames and the higher time frames telling you, right, that it's going to go up. But we say put your trust in the higher time frame, but timing has a lot to do with it. Volumes dying down, like there's many aspects here, many variables. You thinking this is the pullback to continue down to previous low? No, I'm thinking that if this is the pullback to continue down or previous low, this is a good entry. But if it is not a pullback, which we don't know, and it can continue up, then we have minimized risk by taking sells at 74, 78 and not currently here. Because if we are truly bullish and we take sells at 74.8 here, or 78 or 75, once we get closures back into this range above here, you're going to need bottom wicks to fill the range, and we'll have a chance to exit on the next candle bottom wick. But yeah, it's highly likely it fills this range. I get that question all the time. Wicks, if you understand that it's highly likely it goes another 10, 12 pips, why don't you just take it? And sometimes we do, but I scrutinize the shit out of the position that I didn't plan for. I scrutinize it. You still know it's going up there. Because in my head, the quality of the position here, even though you might see more drawdown on the 74 or this position for sells, the quality of that position long term is much better. Oh, so I see my opportunity. Great risk management advice? Yes, but you'd have to put yourself in that position first. You'd have to put yourself in a position where you can mitigate risk if you're wrong. Point score? Not this session. Nope. No score this session so far. 10:30. Getting a 30 closure here. Above D range. Yeah, 30 closed above everything. See what happened here last time it did that? Did that, next candle had no bottom wick. Next candle, straight up. Might do the same thing here. I'm sorry, that was on the hourly. Might do that on the 30 here. Let's see if we can come up here. I mean, we will come up here. Let's see if we can get a position before we hop off. Imagine going to stream not taking any trades for 9 hours. Yeah. Yeah, but that's not the crazy thing. Like, imagine just showing up to a random person's stream and then talking out your ass, not knowing what you're talking about, and then thinking people are laughing with you and not at you. Imagine how severely disillusioned that person must be. That's crazy. It's crazy. This is commitment from me. I feel you, Luke. My eyes are telling me no, but my body's telling me yes. Who else is fucking tired, worn out? You follow these guys like Sadri B, man.
Fuck you and your badass attitude, all your negativity, and all that other shit. Keep that shit to your fucking self. Because on this side, we're fucking positive.
Straight up. Yeah, tomorrow, just a casual 100 pip play. That's perfectly put, Ricky Scott. Hey, I wrote it. Chat GPT. Tell me something I didn't know about Wix. I hate beef in the chat. Does weed help you in controlling your emotions? You know what? It's not that it helps me in controlling my emotions at this point, but it was one of the things that helped me fine-tune my emotions. It's like I how do I put this into words? It was a tool at some point, right? Used to keep emotions in check, and at some point there's like a like self-discovery that goes on in analyzing your own actions. Oh, leave Sadri alone. He's Sadri. You know, you guys stop beefing in the chat, for real. Because a lot of the times, honestly, like a year goes by or a few months go by, and a lot of times the same trolls will show up and turn into supporters. Like there's a lot of people here that used to show up and just troll and talk shit, but then a lot of them, I'm still trolling, send me videos, trolling videos, but a lot of them have turned into supporters. Because over time, and just you keep showing up here and you come to a realization, oh, holy shit, this works. I'm not doing this, or there's not, hundreds or in the morning even thousands of people following us just because it doesn't work. No, like value speaks for itself. I don't need to advertise to you. You don't like it, you're not forced to be here, right? But this is, right, you're getting an insight into what I do, and it pays for me. I don't know if it pays for you. You get an insight into what Don does, and it pays for him, right? It's up to you to help yourself. And I did my trading today, so I traded 2 hours in the morning and 2.5 hours here. So we're roughly at 4 hours, right? And I don't know, up a couple of grand on a day, right? For 4 hours. I mean, it's not bad. Have I ever been to any Asian country? No, but once I go to London in February, I believe we're gonna do a stroll through Asia. I just don't know where in Asia. So we will let you know. Yeet Nam. Alright, we stayed here longer than we should have. Wow, that really might have been the top wick, even with the 30 closing above. see, we would be in positions here with a lot of uncertainty. Up, down, up, down. This area, I would be pretty confident. Yeah, North Korea is nice this time of year, I heard. I mean, okay, yeah, people expect trades, but that, like, here's the thing. A lot of it has to do with the reputation we built. We've been here. We've been on this stream. So, chat. All right, my first ever stream was June 6th of 2022. That was my first ever stream. So, we're about a year and a half here, and then on Don Vo's stream, we are 4 years in. And in those 4 years, we've built a reputation of, like, we just built a great reputation, right? These guys take trades, they do it in front of you, they win a lot, and with their reputation comes the expectation, right? Oh, we're gonna get a trade today, we're gonna get a trade now, we gotta win this morning, we're gonna get a win right now, you know, gotta win last night. And it's just expectations. But if you truly understand trading, you wouldn't have questions, or you wouldn't have complaints. You'd understand that, you know, you get paid to wait. You don't get paid to, you know, change your mind every 10 minutes. All right, what I will say though, no matter what happens here, right? So if we come down to 68, right, 68, 69 area, before coming up to 74 and hold that support, I will not take sells at 74. I'll look for sells at 78. But if we come up before ever coming down to the lows here, then I'll look for sells at 74, because right now we don't have this bottom wick. We have not grabbed the liquidity back at 67, 68, 69 area here. We haven't done that. So that's why I'm expecting a rejection at 74 to come back down to that area. But if it does that before we get to 74, I won't expect a rejection, because now we've grabbed the liquidity here, right? We've grabbed orders now at this area. So once we do that, I'm going to expect us to drive through this area, right? Because every time we grab orders, look, even on this 4 hour, the most recent one, we got a closure above here, right? Similar level. What does the next candle do? Tap these areas, 68, right? And drove straight through to here. It didn't reject here. It drove to here. So this is what you would look for. You would look at that point. Once you tap this area, you're looking at 78. If you don't tap 68 prior then you're looking at 74. And all of this is still valid. Pre-London, London, if you're stuck in this range between 71 and 74, that's those breakdowns are still valid, right? Because we did not drive out of this range in this session. We kind of stuck around here. But when we get to those levels, those breakdowns are still valid. Okay, done. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for this 15 close, and we'll call it a session. I mean, there's not much going on now. That's the channel. Got my first payout. Awesome. Nope, not a paid actor, chat. Oh wow, look at that. Yep, it's gonna fill up the range. Fill up the range now. It's tried a few times to break the lows here, break back into the range. Look, it just flipped. All right, gang. Yeah, I think we're gonna call it. I'm still on the charts. I'm looking for the market to come up here. I'm just not streaming, but I'm gonna look for sells here. Maybe if we get there, it sets up nicely. I'll say something in the Asian session if I'm taking a position. Position. Just more incentive for you guys to join our Discord and be active, right? How much Discord has? Discord's got a lot of members. Yeah, 28,500 members in our Discord. That's fucking insane. Truly insane. All right, chat. I'm gonna call it a stream here. Mods, thank you for coming through. My God. I'll see you guys in the morning tomorrow, 6 a.m. Eastern on Don Vo's stream. Oh, I'm sorry. What's 6 a.m.? We're gonna be there on Don Vo's stream at 8 a.m. 7:30 earliest, I think. Do we have any news tomorrow? Let's see if there's any news. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. consumer sentiment, and that's it. So, for that reason, I'm out. 8 a.m. tomorrow, Don Vo stream. Tonight, I think Inez will be streaming 3 a.m. So make sure you join 3 a.m. Eastern, all times Eastern. And tomorrow, make sure you do not show up tomorrow for the Asian session. It's Friday, which is Saturday in Asia. So we're gonna run Asian on Sunday for the private gang. If you haven't joined, go join Wix's Table on YouTube. That's going to be our private Asian session on Sunday. And next week, we'll continue. We'll continue this month of scares. Quarter 4 continues. Next week, Monday through Thursday, we'll be here 8 p.m. Eastern, live on YouTube, as we are every single day. All right. Zoom, thank you for coming through. One of these days, we're going to catch a massive runner. It's got to work. Love and wisdom to you all, chat. And just like that, another Asian session is in the books.